Hey everyone, Ken here with Ken's Creations, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use all of your digital paper in Cricut Design Space. We're going to take a close look on how to upload the different digital papers, how you can edit them and use them with all of your different projects, and then of course how to use the print then cut option with your digital papers. Let's go ahead and get started. It's really important to know these basic things. The first of all is you want to make sure that your machine is calibrated. You want to go up to your little name here and hit calibration, or follow the link on your screen to watch my video on how to calibrate your Cricut Explorer family. Since you're going to be printing this on your home printer and then cutting it on your machine, you want to make sure your Cricut Explorer is dialed in to give you the perfect print then cuts. Talking about your home printer, it is really important to make sure you have a high quality, wide format printer. I'm currently using an Epson printer, and you can see my review by following this link on this printer to see if it's a good fit for your Cricut Explorer now that we have the option to do digital papers. So how easy is it to work with digital pattern paper in Cricut Design Space? Let's show you. We're going to start by going to the upload image on the left-hand side. On this screen, you're going to see two options, image and pattern fill. You would select image to upload your basic cut files that either are single layer or multiple layer. This will include your basic and vector files that can support JPEG, GIF, PNG, BMP, SVG, or DXF files. On the right-hand side, we now have pattern fill. This will allow you to upload your digital pattern paper and photos into Cricut Design Space. These can be JPEG, GIF, PNG, or BMP files. Let's go ahead and upload our first pattern. Now, I save all of my digital paper on my desktop so it is easy to find, so I can select Browse to look for my pattern paper. Now, I'm using the Melody Lane Designs digital paper for this video, and let's go ahead and start with this 12 by 12 PNG file. Double click on it and let Cricut Design Space upload it into the program. Once again, you can use JPEG or PNG files, and depending on how complex the pattern are, it can take a little bit of time. Now is the important part, and I cannot stress it enough about naming and tagging your digital paper. This will come into play when you're searching for it to use in your project. Start by go ahead and name your pattern here by giving it a name or using the one that the company has provided you. The themes are going to be the theme of the paper. So this one I'm going to choose animal and wildlife, and I'm also going to choose spring because I'm thinking butterflies match those. You also have styles. In this case, I'm going to choose the distressed and contemporary. The biggest tag, in my opinion, on digital papers is going to be the colors. This is where you will either choose if it's a multicolor or what colors dominate the paper. So if you're looking for something to match later on, this is really important. I'm going to choose all the colors in there and also say it is a multicolor. Once I have went ahead and uploaded it, named it, and used all of my different tags, I can now save it in Cricut Design Space. Now that Cricut Design Space has uploaded your digital pattern paper, where is it? Normally we would see all of our images in our image library, but I don't see that digital paper we just uploaded. To show you where that's at, let's add a shape into Design Space. Now simply click on the little scissor icon next to your square, which will bring up your layer attributes. This is where you go to cut, write, score, and use the print then cut option. Now when we click on the print option, we have a patterns option. This brings up all of the pattern paper you have uploaded into Cricut Design Space. Simply click the one you would like, and your square fills automatically with that pattern. If you don't like that one, select a different one and it will instantly change. Now let's take a look at the pattern option in the layer attributes in Cricut Design Space. First, this is where you will go to see all of the digital patterns and photos you've uploaded in Design Space. You'll have tags underneath that will let you know if it was uploaded by you if it's a purchase set, or if it's from a specific cartridge, for example, the Imagine pattern cartridges. You can select the eye next to it, and it will let you know if it is from a cartridge, or if you select the eye next to one you uploaded, it will let you know what set it's from. On the ones you've uploaded, you do have the option to delete that digital pattern from your pattern library. Down below, we have 4 options that we want to take a close look at: Collections, Filter, Edit, and Restore. Under Collections, this is where all of your different tags come into play. Remember when I said it's important when uploading your digital papers that you give it a style, a theme, and also a color? Here's why. This is where you will be able to search for different digital papers. Depending on what you tagged it, we'll put it into different categories to make it easier to find for future projects. Under your filter option, you have the ability to sort between my patterns and uploaded, and then my favorite feature, the ability to look for specific colors of digital paper to match your project. The edit feature allows you to manipulate the pattern within the shape to your desired effect. You have scale, which will scale your pattern either up or down. Think of this of kind of zooming the pattern inside your shape. You're able to move your pattern either horizontally or vertically within the shape. And you also have the ability to rotate the pattern within the shape. If all else fails and you have your pattern manipulated to a point that you don't like it and you want to restore it, you can simply click the restore key and it will put it back to ground zero and allow you to use a different digital paper. Another new feature used in Cricut Design Space is the ability to bring in your own photographs and use them within shapes. Let's upload a photograph by going to Upload Images, Upload Pattern, and look for the image I want to upload. In this case, my 3 dogs. I'm going to select the photograph and it's going to bring it into Cricut Design Space. I'm going to name it and then select any tags and save the image. Now remember, this will not save in my image library, but it will show in the pattern section of the attribute panel. Now that I have my picture uploaded to my pattern section, I can use it for a whole bunch of different cool elements within Cricut Design Space. Let's start by adding a star into Cricut Design Space and simply click on the scissor icon, print, and then patterns. You'll see that picture I uploaded into Design Space is right here in the pattern section, so I simply click on it. The great thing now is my picture automatically conforms to the star. There's no need to use the slice feature or figure out a way to manipulate the program into making my picture fit in that star. We do need to manipulate our photo by going to the edit option and scaling it down a little bit and moving the picture using the horizontal and vertical. Once I have the picture exactly where I want it, I'm now able to resize my star without my picture getting distorted. Give all of your Cricut images a new life by mixing it with the use of digital papers. To show this, I've brought in this image from the Paper Doll Teen Scene. I'm going to start by choosing the layer I want to work with, which happens to be her dress. Select the icon next to the dress, hit Print, Patterns, and choose the pattern that you would like the dress to be. Now I want to use a different layer and bring in a zebra effect on this dress. I'll select the scissor icon next to the layer I want to work with, hit Print, Patterns, and select this black and white zebra pattern. Now for this specific doll, the zebra pattern is too large, and I want to minimize it to get more zebra onto that layer. By hitting the edit feature and using the scale feature, I can scale the pattern way down to bring in more of the zebra element into my image. Give your text a whole new look by using digital papers or photos. I'm going to start with this Ken's Creations, select the scissor icon, print, and then choose patterns. Now keep in mind when you get to this point, you want to make sure that all of your text is exactly how you'd like it. because once you continue and add pattern paper, you will no longer be able to edit the font, the character spacing, line spacing, or center your text. Once you know you have your text exactly how you like it, hit continue, and it will change it from a text file to an image file, and now you can choose any digital paper to add to your different text. What if you want to add a photo to text? It's very simple. In this demonstration, I typed out baby dogs, and I wanted to make sure my photo had enough coverage over the sentiment. I did this by going to the edit feature, and I shrunk down my letter spacing and my line spacing to get the letters as close as possible. Once I've done that, I can go to my Layers tab, select that scissor icon, Print, Patterns, Continue, and now I can choose the picture of my dogs to be brought in to the baby dogs. If I don't like exactly where my dogs ended up on the different text, I can edit it by going to the Print option, Edit, and now I can change my horizontal and vertical on the image. So this way I can make sure the dogs are centered perfectly in baby dogs. But just look how creative that is that you can use with your own photos and text. Once you've added your digital paper to either Cricut image, shape, or even text, the rest is pretty simple. Just hit go, and Cricut Design Space will automatically determine what needs to be cut on paper and what is a print then cut option. You'll simply hit the go button, select the material you're using with, load it into your Cricut Explorer, and then hit cut. Thanks everyone for watching today on how you can add digital paper now into Cricut Design Space to use with all of your different projects. Make sure not to miss out on any of my upcoming product reviews or Cricut Design Space tutorials by subscribing to this YouTube channel by clicking on your screen now. Check out my blog over at www.creativeken.com to stay up to date on all of my projects, tutorials, and other great information. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, like my Facebook page, and join my Facebook group. I've given you all the links down below. Now is the time to stock up on your digital papers, since you will be able to use them in Cricut Design Space to create amazing projects. All right, everyone, thanks again so much for watching. I hope you go out there and create something magical. Bye.